So let's recap our couple, Jeffery and Araba. Araba got pregnant 3 months after having a child. Let's see whether we could have used that lactational amenorrhea to help her. What did I say? Your menses shouldn't have resumed. Baby should be fully breastfeeding or nearly fully breastfeeding. Baby should be 6 months or less. So in this one, Araba's baby qualifies for baby should be 6 months or less. But what about the two other points? Was Araba fully breastfeeding or near fully breastfeeding? She probably wasn't. Had Araba's menses resumed? It probably had resumed. We cannot tell. So if all these three criteria are not fulfilled, then it makes lactational amenorrhea as ineffective as it is supposed to be, and then that will increase your chances of getting pregnant. Another benefit of using the lactational amenorrhea is to help the woman make another choice after her 6 months. So if you are using this, it means that you have 6 whole months within which to decide if you need another form of contraception, so that by the time the 6 months is up, you would have decided, and then once you are still not ready for another child, you take up this new contraceptive method, which will prolong or prevent you from getting pregnant at that time. The next family planning methods I'm going to talk about are fertility-based methods. Fertility-based method. It means that these family planning methods are going to use the woman's normal or natural cycle, such that the couple are going to avoid having sex around the time that she's most fertile. Or even if they're going to have sex, they're going to use a backup method to prevent the woman from getting pregnant. The commonest backup method they can use is a condom, either a male or a female condom, and then the withdrawal method. The fertility awareness method needs the couple's cooperation. It needs communication. It needs that the woman or the couple study her cycle to be able to know that this is the time that I'm fertile. We cannot engage in coitus at this time. This is the time that I'm not fertile. We can freely engage in coitus. It needs a lot of dedication. It needs a lot of communication between the couple. Otherwise, the chances of getting pregnant would be increased, and then you defeat the effectiveness of this type of contraceptive method. The main ones are the temperature-based ones. We have the cervical mucus, we have the calendar, and then we have the standard days method. It works for a woman who has a period between 26 and 32 days. So this means that as a woman, if your period is irregular, the fertility-based method will not be advisable for you to use, because then you can't get pregnant, and then you would complain that you used this method but it didn't work for you. Meanwhile, it was your cycle that did not permit you to use this cycle. The fertility awareness methods works for people who have regular periods between 26 to 32 days. So if you do not have a period that is regular, it's not advisable for you to use this fertility awareness methods. Otherwise, it's going to increase your chances of getting pregnant, and then you would complain that you used this method but it didn't help you. Meanwhile, it was your cycle that did not allow this method to be good for you. So therefore, if you have an irregular cycle, it will be advisable to use another type of contraceptive method apart from the fertility-based method. The good thing about fertility-based methods are that because it's depending on your own body's hormones and natural cycle, there are no side effects. You just have to study how your body changes according to your cycle and you use it. And the couple, another thing, very important thing, is that this couple must be committed to either abstaining or using another method of contraception on the woman's fertile days.